The little lantern of kindness in the small village of Everbrook. There was a legend about a magical lantern that glowed whenever someone did a kind deed. The lantern hung in the center of the village, reminding people to help one another. Emma, a kind and cheerful 10-year-old girl, loved the lantern. Every night, she watched its soft glow from her window. Her grandmother often said, "Kindness is like a light. The more you share it, the brighter the world becomes." One winter morning, as Emma walked to school, she saw an old man struggling to carry a heavy basket of firewood. His hands were trembling in the cold. Emma rushed to him. "Let me help you, sir," she said, taking some of the logs into her arms. The old man smiled. "Thank you, dear child. Kindness like yours keeps the heart warm." That evening, the village lantern glowed a little brighter than before. People gathered around, whispering excitedly. "Someone must have done a good deed today," an old woman said. Emma smiled, but told no one. She was happy knowing she had helped. The next day, Emma found her friend Liam sitting alone in the schoolyard. He looked sad, staring at the ground. "What's wrong, Liam?" she asked. "My shoes are torn," he whispered. "I told my parents I needed new ones, but they can't afford them right now." Emma looked at his shoes. The soles were full of holes, and his toes peeked through. That evening, Emma told her mother about Liam. "Can we help him?" she asked. Her mother smiled and handed her a pair of shoes that once belonged to Emma's older brother. "They're still in good condition. Maybe Liam can use them." The next morning, Emma placed the shoes in a small box and left it outside Liam's door with a note, "For my friend, who deserves to walk with comfort. From someone who cares." When Liam found the box, his face lit up with joy. That night, the lantern in the village square shone even brighter. A few days later, a stranger arrived in the village. He was tired and hungry, his clothes ragged from travel. Some villagers ignored him, afraid he might be a troublemaker. But Emma's grandmother shook her head. "We should never turn away someone in need." Emma and her grandmother cooked a warm meal and brought it to the traveler. "Please eat," Emma said kindly. The man's eyes filled with tears. "Thank you. I haven't eaten a warm meal in days." As he ate, he told them his story. He was a carpenter who had lost his home in a fire and was searching for work. The next morning, Emma's father, who was a builder, offered the man a job. "We could use your skills in the village." Grateful, the man accepted. That night, the village lantern shone brighter than ever before. One evening, as snow began to fall, Emma heard a faint whimpering near the barn. She followed the sound and found a small, shivering puppy, trapped in the snow. "Oh no! You must be freezing," she exclaimed, wrapping the puppy in her scarf. She ran home and warmed the little creature by the fireplace. Her family decided to take care of it until they could find its owner. The next day, they put up posters around the village. Soon, a young boy named Noah knocked on their door. "That's my puppy, Max. He ran away during the storm." Noah cried. Emma smiled and handed Max to him. The puppy wagged his tail happily. Noah's mother hugged Emma. "You have such a kind heart." That night, the village lantern glowed brighter than ever before, its golden light spreading warmth across Everbrook. One evening, the village elder gathered everyone around the glowing lantern. "For years, this lantern has reminded us to be kind," he said. "But do you know its secret?" The villagers shook their heads. "The lantern's light does not come from magic," he continued. "It comes from you, from every kind deed, every act of love and generosity." Emma's heart swelled with happiness. She realized that even small acts of kindness could make the world brighter. From that day on, Everbrook became known as the kindest village in the land, where people helped one another without hesitation. And every night, the lantern shone, a beautiful reminder that kindness is the true magic in the world.